Hello again and welcome to a quick unpacking video. As you can see in front of me, I have a blue polythene bag with something inside it. That's just arrived the other day. This is the first chance I've had to look at it. To be quite honest, what's inside is not that exciting, but what it's supposed to be able to do, I am hoping will work fine. Just to give you a bit of a background, I recently went and bought a car, which you will see a little picture coming up in a sec, which is the Hyundai Ioniq. It's the hybrid premium SE I went for, so it's the top of the range car. Got it in white, and lovely car. Read all the reviews about it. It really is a nice car. Had it about 3 weeks, let's just say 4 weeks I've had it for about, and noticed as part of its daily washing routine, as we all do when we get a new car, 2 little black marks, which were of course chips. So it looks as though there's been stones. I've hit it already and managed to pop out a couple of bits of paint from the front of the car. So needless to say, that has upset me just a wee bit, namely because the quality of the paintwork in cars nowadays is absolutely abysmal. And when you're spending over £20,000 on a car, you expect a bit of paint to last longer than a few weeks. So yeah, I'm a bit hacked off about that, and yeah, the less I say about that the better. We'll change subject. Anyway, so what I've done is I looked online and found a range of different options that were available, various paints, various finishes, etc. And eventually I thought, well, what do I go for? Nothing seemed to be good, nothing seemed to be bad. They all seemed to be sort of hit and miss, you know, good, bad, whatever I went and looked at. But eventually I seen a product that actually might do the job, which of course this is what this video is about. It's whether it's actually going to work or not, you will see, because what I'll do is when I actually unpack this and start to work, I'll show you me actually doing the work. So if you hear much sobbing, you will know that it's rubbish. So anyway, rather than me babbling on and you just looking at a blue bag, let's quickly jump in and pop the blue bag, and nothing else in it. And what do we get? We get a cardboard tube, and as you can see, it is Chipex. So I watched the YouTube videos on various people using this thing. Some were abysmal, some actually seemed quite good, and I thought, I think I can do it better. And so I thought, I'll order this up, see what it's all about. So as you can see, some quick instructions are on the outside. There's videos and stuff on their website as well. But let's just see what's inside the little carton. So first thing I see there is some instructions with 3 easy steps to paint chip perfection. Now I'm afraid that manufacturers' phrasing of perfection and mine are 2 completely different things. Mine is perfection. I'm expecting to fill these chips in and to be almost invisible. As I say, I've seen some other ones online getting done. They're filled with paint and they look as though they're holes that are filled with paint. So yeah, anyway, back onto this. So, advice and tips. I can go through all that before I even do anything, but there you go, there's a little sheet. We have a little plastic bag with, I can see that there, some little kind of tip there, that kind of fibrous tips at the top there, and that way for dabbing the paint on, I would assume. Little microfiber cloth of some description, that will be to rub stuff off. We have a little foam spongy square thing. I'm sure that's going to be used. What else have we got? We have, oh, it's getting exciting now. We have 2 rubber gloves. That's exciting. We have a microfiber cloth, which I hate the feeling of these things. It just makes my skin crawl. Okay, let's not touch that. What else have we got in here? A bit of paper I just noticed. Oh, free Chipex kit offer. 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. This may be getting put to the test. Let's just see though. Anyway, onwards and onwards, what else have we got? We have Chipex Step to blend, we have, step 1, paint. Oh, there you go. So this paint, you basically go onto the website and you select the make, model, all that kind of nonsense, whatever colour it is, and they mix the paint apparently. And there you go, you can see it's been mixed up and a little label put onto that, if you can see that. So that's all handwritten. There you go, we kind of nice touch there. So step 1, step 2, step 3, what's that? Oh, polish. There you go, some more exciting stuff. Batch number. Somebody didn't get the label stuck on right. Anyway, the polish. And the last thing in here, that's my invoice. That's fine. Now, what did I pay for this? I can't even remember. This was their top one. So what was it? It's manufacturer Hyundai, model Ionic, ceramic white, polar white, colour code WAW, very exciting. And I paid the grand total of £37.14. That was after a discount applied. They took £3.80 off because it was a first time order. So really it covered the postage and packaging plus a couple of pence off it. So £37.14 for paint, blending solution, polish, cardboard carton, bit of paper, cloth, 2 rubber gloves, wee bits and bobs there, advice and tips. So you've seen what you get for your £37. Now what we need to do is go out to the car and I need to build myself up to this. I'm going to read the instructions quite a fair bit before I start, but I promise that I will just set the camera up and I will do it live. So any disasters, I will keep them on camera for you. So anyway, you've seen what's in here. That crap's all finished. Let's get on with the stuff you really want to see, which is me basically buggering up my 20 grand car. Here we go. Right, so here we have the damage, and as you can see, or hopefully you can see, we've got quite a big chip here, a bit of flakiness there, a very small bit here where you can see where the stones hit it and moved across, and round near the bottom we've got another little chip there, quite a deep one, and a tiny little part there as well, and that's about all at the moment I'm really concerned about. That one and that one, and that is quite a big chip. So we're going to see about giving that a quick clean, and then we'll start the process of putting the paint on and we'll see how it all turns out. Right, as per the instructions, we've got the gloves. We're going to use the blend solution and we're going to see about cleaning that section there. I just squirted that bit somewhere. We'll just rub around there. Right, anyway, you can see the dirt already. Okay, so this spurts out quite quickly. So let's give that a rub. So that's us rub that area. So hopefully that's now clean enough for the paint application. Right, tiny amount on that. Couple of little blobs there. Actually, oh, a bit too much. Let's see a bit. Right, that's better. That's got a better blob in it. So that's raised it a fair bit above there. That's good. And here we go. No pressure has been applied. And I can already see that the big blob is actually, I can see some of the stuff through it, so I'll have to redo that again. But this side, I'm having no downward pressure at all. Yeah, so I'm going to have to redo that bit, and a small bit here, but I have to say that that's looking a lot better already. That section. Again, trying to build it up. And that's over here. I think we'll just put a big blob in it this time. Right, and we'll give that, I would say, about 5 or 6 minutes to dry, so let's do that just now. So we've left that a few minutes again. Again, we'll get some of the blend. Again, this part here is just about gone. You can see here that it's still noticeable, because again the paints, I'm just not giving the paint enough time to set in there, I think. So that there, as far as I'm concerned, is done. Once we polish that up, that should be fine. So again, we'll need to put in a bit more paint into that section. Just dab that one a little bit at a time. Right, so we've been putting multiple layers on. This one here, the tiny one's just a bit gone. There's a minuscule little mark that I can barely see. I've had to put numerous layers on, slowly building this up. I think this is me on about the last layer, and I'm just tapping it just to see if we're still got a bit of tackiness to it, and it seems as though I think that's probably just about it. And sort of gently pressing it, smoothing it off so that it's level with the rest of the paint here, so it's quite a big hole in there. And let's see, slowly pressing that in. I'm not seeing any of the original hole left now, it's just paint. And what I've been doing is leaving it to air dry, blowing on it, air dry, blowing on it. And I would have to say that I think that's probably dry enough. You can certainly feel it this time, it's a lot more rough. When I'm not even putting any pressure, I'm just gently tapping it, bringing it across. You can see the paint starting to move. Yeah, I can sort of see now it's starting to flatten down. This is the worrying bit now, the edge parts are all coming off. So far so good. It's certainly held a lot better this time. I'm still seeing some black edging to that, but again, slowly rubbing across. I can still feel the difference in the, as I'm going across I can feel the edge rubbing. So I'm wanting to feel that smooth. say, no downward pressure, just very lightly backwards and forwards. Again, I'm going to use a different part of the material. Right, this edge. Actually nearly there. I don't know if you can actually see that. We now have just two little black dots there and a wee one just at the top. So again, I'm just going to wait a few more minutes, let that finally dry off. I'm going to apply one final layer at the top, just some slight dabs, and we'll see how that looks. Right, so this is us. We've painted that part of the car here. I'm just going to zoom in. Hopefully you can see the bit that's been done. And what we're going to do just now, that was the big hole here, slight one there. Again, we'll get some of the solution. So you get these little last bits and you just really want to press down hard, but I'm just not doing that. So again, you can see all the extra paint has come off. I'll use a different part of this sort of cloth. And again, slightly different angle to it. But again, you can see I'm going to need to build it up because of the depth. So again, without the block, I'll just give it one last little rub. That's fine. And what we'll do is we will add on some more paint. Right, I've come back around to the front part of the car with the original chip, and I'm about half a foot away from it. And with the way the light is here at the moment, I'm having great difficulty actually finding it. My eyes are now focused on it now. It's just there. The other one, that's gone. Again, if I really look close, I can just about see it. But from a normal distance, that's impossible to see. It's really, really good. I'll go back round to the front section. And again, what I'll just do is I will adjust that here. Zoom it right back, and I don't know about you, but at the moment I cannot see that chip at all. Now that my eyes are really, really scanning, I can just about see it. Zoom in there, but again, from a normal distance, that's absolutely fine. So I have to say that my impressions of the Chipex kit is really, really good. The paint colour is perfect. As I say, from a normal distance from the car, it's impossible to see those chips now, whereas they did stand out like a sore thumb. Bar a small accident of myself where I dropped the paint and I went all over my driveway, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, I would say that it's worth having a look at this for all it actually costs. I mean, rather than taking your car into a body shop and paying a lot of money, maybe spend £30–40. See if you can give it a wee try for yourself. And I've got enough left over here now that as the weeks, months and years go by, if I get any other paint coming off, hopefully the Chipex kit will be enough to get it repaired. So again, I can say at the moment, I'm not really a car guy, I don't really do these things, but for me, I'm a bit of a fuss pot, and I would certainly recommend the Chipex. Certainly I would be on to my other car friends, they can give it a once over as well, and I'm sure if they've anything negative to say they will tell me, but I very much doubt it. But anyway, thanks very much for taking the time to watch the video. If you have any questions about this kit or anything else, please feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks again.